Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to your Transformers Facts Friday news update. This yet again is another opportunity for me to keep you guys updated with things that are going on in the world of Transformers, and of course to let you know what's happening with my YouTube and of course my Instagram as well, and in fact a few other things. So first and foremost, do not forget the actual live that is tonight from 9:30 UK time. I say actual live because for some reason, and I have no idea why, but I definitely didn't schedule it. I don't know what happened, and apologies to the people who were waiting for me to go live at midnight last night. Yeah, I was in bed and my phone started going nuts. People were messaging me saying you're supposed to be live, and I'm like, well, no, I wasn't supposed to be. So apologies for anybody who was in the chat waiting. It is from 9:30 tonight. Look forward to speaking to as many of you as possible. I'll have the Devastator Studioseries 86, some of the other figures that I've been lucky enough to have from in demand. I'll have them with me if you want to ask any questions regarding them, of course. I also want to give, I suppose, a quick explanation that yes, I'm selling some of my stuff. I'm not selling up completely, guys. I'm not stopping doing this. I'm loving doing this. And in fact, it's because of this that I am selling a few of my things. I've fallen into the trap of just buying so many things just to review. And my own actual personal collection is getting a bit of a... I'm not enjoying it as much because I can't get to it. That's being completely honest. So as I say, keep your eye on my eBay, which is toys.r.rus. I think there's something on anyway on the I'll put it in the comments after this. But anyway, yes, the surplus things I've got more than one of, and other things I will be selling. I'm not selling my core G1 stuff, and the channel is still going to run as normal. So don't worry about that. I've had a few messages from people as well, being really nice, you know, just saying, am I okay? I'm absolutely fine. I just need more space, and I just want to appreciate and indeed do better videos for you because I can't get to things because I'm just that clogged up with stuff. And if my wife's watching this, which she may or may not do, she'll be really pleased to know that I'm doing this as well. So yeah, that's going on with the YouTube channel. I've got Gamer Edition Ratchet done as well. I've done a very quick Soundwave G1 showcase rather than a review, just things you need to be aware of and showing you some packaging differences. I am going to put the Blockies video up tomorrow because it's the weekend, it's quite long, you might have time to watch it then. And indeed, just keep you guys, as I say, up to date with news and whatever else that keeps happening. Right, let's start off with some actual news then. So we've seen so much about this recently, and although it's not out until January of next year, there is a grey prototype already. So this is your new MPG-17. All of these images are on TFW 2005 if you want to see them without the glare, and I believe there's also a video on Takara Tomi's YouTube as well. So yeah, here it says we've got to look at the robot mode prototype from different angles with the matrix inside his chest. The prototype reveals more details and sculpts compared to the first CGI renders. The live stream confirmed, it was a live stream from Takara Tomy, that he can use the trailer of MP44 and he is 24.5 centimeters high. So he's still at what we would class as masterpiece scale height. But he does, I've got to agree with people, he does look a little bit more chuggish. If you don't know what chug means, guys, it stands for Classics, Henkai, Universe and Generations, which is basically, if you think of the Legacy lineup now, sorry, the Age of the Primes lineup now, previously was Legacy, that is sort of falls under the same banner. So although he's big, although he looks really good, there's lots of details on him. He's got things you're going to see in a second when we get side and rear profiles on him. He's got loads of 5mm ports. So this is obviously for weapon storage, storing weapons and stuff, but he's got so many of them. It's just, that's for me, and don't get me wrong, I haven't got millions of masterpiece figures. It's just something that, as far as I'm aware, you don't see very much of. So please do correct me if I'm wrong, but as I say, it's a really interesting sort of take that they're going with this. There's so many more photos, guys. That's just to give you an idea of what's going on, of other things as well. Because we've seen so much, I don't want to bore you with all the same images. Funnily enough, talking and staying with Optimus Primes, Yolo Park seem to be doing this the same as loads of companies. They're updating some of their kits. So this is their Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime. We've seen some images of this, but not all of these here. And this is, of course, now showing us in detail the difference with the new die-cast parts, the fact that it's got a new background, and the fact, as I say, it's $54, whereas I think the other one was only around $30. So you'll see some of the main differences here. As I say, this is from images from Yolo Park, but via TFW 2005 again. So they've updated the packaging. There's the background. There you can see it's showing more extra details. That's where it's showing you the extra die cast is. So it's going to make the figure much more robust and indeed much more premium. The articulation, the details and everything is still there. It's second to none. And as I've said to people, because I've reviewed some of these, if you want a movie accurate representation of a figure that you love or a character that you love, this is the figure, or these are a company that make great great screen representations of that. There's all the accessories that come with him, the new stand, and indeed, as I say, the nice new background. So there you go. He's available for pre-order at the end of this month, I believe. I think it said. Right, what does it say here? No, it just says the model kits. I thought it had the date, but it doesn't at all. Right. Funnily enough, this is on sale everywhere at the moment. I wonder why. Probably because it hasn't sold that well. But I appreciate the photos from Iamnofire. And indeed, again, this is on sale most places. I know In Demand have got some on sale, so I just wanted to let you know. And again, just to relive that trauma for you guys, this is his amazing photos of the 2-pack of unfortunately dying Brawn and Ratchet, which is crazy. And his pictures, again, I was going to say really do the figures justice, but I mean what they do is they capture everything really, really well. The way he's got the groaning, the way he's got them look like they're stumbling, it just tends to really, really work. There's loads more of these photos on tformers.com if you want to see more of them as well. But there you go, there's just a very quick taste of them. This is something that's quite interesting if you're interested in the manga publications of the Japanese continuity. So, via Amazon Japan, it's new reprints of the Fight Super Robot Lifeform Transformers manga complete edition. So, I believe in the UK we had a three books, obviously, because we've got them, and that was produced by Viz Media. But it looks like to be just two. It's going to be a redeco of the single volume released by Million Publishing, which is now Hero X from 2002. And as I said, it's basically a new version. Everybody seems to be updating their comics and reprinting them and giving them different covers, etc. This is just exactly that. So this is the 3 books that are in Viz Media from 2020, which you can get from Amazon Japan with these beautiful new covers. So there we've got, of course, that is, what's the word I'm after? That is your Headmasters series, of course, because Raiden is in there. And then, of course, we had Metal Hawk, we've got Super Megatron and Overlord and everything in there. Again, great manga stories if you've not read them. And as I say, Viz Media are still doing the English translated ones as well. I've been on the third-party websites, or Weibo, shall we say, and this is Cang Toys' take on what looks to be a Chug scale Terra Howl. Now, they've already released pictures and confirmed their Steg Soro. This looks to be the next member of the team. So I've already reviewed the Masterpiece version of this. So this is a scaled-down version of their take on a very stylized Dinobot. So this, of course, is their take on Swoop. Now, because they're not licensed by Hasbro or Takara, they can't use the proper names. But this looks very, very similar to Terra Howl. As I say, it's just scaled down. You'll see in a second, he's 18 centimeters rather than the huge one that the Masterpiece scale was. And it's interesting to see what they're going to be doing with them, to be fair, because they do make some interesting figures. Right. Again, Magic Square's Weibo page, they've got loads of images of their take on a Devastator, which I do believe is one of the only ones that I've not seen. I've reviewed New Ages, etc., but I've not seen Magic Square's, but I'm sure you'll agree, it does look very, very good as well. So there you go, that's a quick perusal of them Weebos. This is Showsy's pre-order page. There's the Blockies, all 3 of the new Transformers 1 figures and the new Shining and Blocky Defenders sets, as well as some of all the original Galaxy versions. Then you've got the normal pre-orders, which has got your fans, toys, Constructicons. There's your Masterpiece we've seen a second ago. There's Cang Toys' take on Chop Shop. There is everything on here, guys. There's their normal full-size Cang Toys figures. There's Dr. Wu's Devastator. There is Dr. Wu's little figures. There is Steel Cats, Volcanicus. Honestly, there's so much on here. Have a look. There's everything apart from mainline Studio Series and Generations figures. So loads of things to choose from. There's some official, there's some original, and of course there's quite a lot of third party. But as always, guys, huge thank you for the support. I hope to see as many of you in the chat later on. I look forward to it. Take care.